Hey, today I'm doing another little experiment, never done it before. I am attempting to make some pita bread. So I've been having a look online, found some recipes, so I'm going to give it a go. So if you want to have a look at how I'm going to do that. So first of all, in a bowl I'm going to add 300 ml of warm water, and to that I am adding 2 teaspoons of fast action dry yeast. So I'm going to put that in there and we're going to leave this to sit for 10 minutes and hopefully it should become frothy. Mix the yeast into the water. And then leave it. Now while we wait for the yeast, I'm going to add 500 grams of strong white bread flour with 2 teaspoons of salt and a tablespoon of olive oil, and we'll put that in just before we put the yeast in. So we'll see you in 10. Right, okay, here's the yeast. I think it's supposed to be a bit bubblier, but that's what we've got. We're going to pour that in along with the tablespoon of olive oil, and we're going to give this a mix around. Let's get in with the hand now. Pour this into a dough. There we go. Now we're going to flour the surface and tip it out. Now we're going to knead this for 5 to 10 minutes until smooth and elastic. Okay, so there's the dough, and I'm just going to put that into a bowl, and we're going to cover it with a tea towel, and we're going to leave it there to rest for about an hour until it's doubled in size. Okay, while we're waiting for the dough, I am going to make something to fill the pita breads with. So I'm going to start off with some cabbage salad. So I've been having a look, and hopefully this will work out the way that you get the cabbage in the kebab shops and things like that. So let's have a go. So I have got a plain beaker, you can use a jam jar, but something with a lid, and we are going to add 3 tablespoons of mint, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and then the juice of a lemon, cheating. I think it's 2 tablespoons for 1 lemon. And then 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar. And 6 tablespoons of olive oil. And then we just stick the lid on and give it a good shake. That is the dressing. Right, so for the cabbage, I've taken off the top layer, given it a rinse, and then we're going to use half of this. So, cut it in half. I'll save the rest for something else. And then we want to cut this again in half, so we've gone into quarters. And then you want to remove the core. There we go. And we're going to take the mandolin, we're going to put it on number 2. And then watch your fingers. You should really use the guard, but I struggle with it. So, and you just slice. And your cabbage comes out shredded. Right, so I'm going to do these 2 pieces. And there you have shredded cabbage. And to the cabbage, I'm going to add some red onion. If you cut the top off, leave the bottom on, it gives you something to hold. And we're just going to put this on a number 1. There we go. And I'm just going to give these a mix up so you get the onion and the cabbage all mixed up together. And then we're just going to pour the dressing over the top. And give it another mix around, making sure that you get all the dressing coated. There we go. Now that's got to go in the fridge for at least half an hour and then it's ready to go. Okay, so with my cabbage I am going to have a quick falafel. So there's a tin of falafel there, which I've drained and dried off slightly with kitchen roll. And I've got 1 small red onion chopped up. And to that we're going to add 1 clove of garlic chopped up. We've got 1 teaspoon of coriander, 1 teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of chili powder, 2 tablespoons of plain flour, and we're going to have a handful of parsley. If we can get it, there we go. And just a little bit of salt. And we're just going to blend this up into a paste. There we go, nice and simple. And all we're going to do with this is make it into 6 patties. There we go, and we shall fry them up once the pita breads are ready. Okay, back to the dough. So it's been an hour and it has doubled in size. So I'm going to get this out and I'm going to divide it into 8. Okay, and we're going to roll these all into balls. Okay, and then we're going to lightly flour the surface. And we're going to flatten this out. And then we're going to roll it into a pita bread shape. There we go, and I'm just going to do that with the rest of them. There we go, and they should be about 1/2 centimetre thick. And now these are going to go in an oven as hot as you can get it. So put it right up to max, and while it's heating, put the baking tray in. And then as soon as it's hot, we're going to put these on there. Okay, so that's the oven hot. Now we've got to move fast. We're going to get the tray out. And we're going to dust it with some flour. And we're going to put some of the pittas on. I'm going to have to do 2 at a time. And then we're going back in the oven. And they're going to be in there for 4 to 5 minutes until puffed. Let's see that happen. Okay, let's get these out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap these in clean tea towel while we wait for the others to cook. Okay, so the pittas are done. We're just going to have to cook up the falafel. Now this has been chilling in the fridge. You don't need to chill it, but I wasn't ready to cook it. So you put a little bit of oil in a pan and you put the falafel in on a medium heat. And we're going to cook these for 3 minutes on each side. Okay, so that's the falafel done. Now all we've got to do is put these together. So I've got 2 of the pittas. There we go. And let's see if we can cut into them. And we're looking for that pocket. Oh, there we go. Ready to be filled. There we go. So I'm going to bring back the cabbage, which has been chilling in the fridge, and I did forget to show you me adding some salt and pepper. So just a little twist of salt and a little twist of pepper. I put that in just before I put it in the fridge. So we're gonna get a little bit of this out, put it into the pitta. And then add your falafel. I think we'll go with 2 bits. And lastly, a little bit of mayo. Gotta love the mayo. And there we go. That's how we make pita bread stuffed with cabbage salad and falafel.